Hello there, and welcome to the very first episode of GNL Sundays, the show where I, in front of an incredibly messy desk, talk to you about Nerf. I'm Taylor, and this week we're going to be looking at all the different types of foam made for flinging, and also the one rubber. Let's start with the most well-known dart in the entire hobby, the classic, ever-disappearing Elite Dart. Anyone who's even held a Nerf blaster before knows what this thing is. It's been packaged with every Nerf blaster since like 2012, and is still Nerf's go-to dart to this very day. But there's one caveat. It's trash. The Elite Dart is infamous for not going in a straight line. So it's best to use one of these darts instead. The Adventure Force Waffle Head Dart, the Dart Zone Diamond Dart, or the Nerf AccuStrike Dart. This is not a Nerf AccuStrike Dart. I don't have any, because they're kind of hard to find now, so I was just using this as a stand-in. Each of these darts are all compatible with nearly every blaster that can take elites with much better results. I personally tend to lean more toward these diamond darts because they work in basically every blaster that I've tried, including this modded one that hates the green waffle darts. I guess it's more of a pancake person. Moving on, this is a Nerf Rival high impact round, but nobody calls it that. More commonly known as rival rounds, these little foam balls work with all of the blasters from Nerf's Rival, Dart Zone's Ballistics Ops, and Adventure Force Tactical Strike, and X-Shot's Chaos lines. Rival rounds are a more competitive ammo type than Elite, because the blasters that fire them usually have a bit more spice. It knocked down my display. Well, frankly, that took a long time to set up, and I don't really feel like putting it back together, so we're just gonna leave it. Anyway, the omnidirectional nature of rival rounds allows for easy loading into magazines, and lets them feed from giant ammo hoppers. Unfortunately, rival rounds suffer from a loss of accuracy at long range, so it may take multiple shots to hit your target.
And that is why I hate Rival!
Maybe that's why this exists. Next up is Hyper. Shut up, this is totally a Hyper round. Definitely not just a green-colored rival round because I don't have any Hyper rounds. Shut up. The Hyper round is a relatively new ammo type to come to the hobby, with only being released earlier this year and only 3 blasters being made to fire them at all. The Hyper round is a special ammo type with only one really practical purpose. Lots of capacity in a small area. The only truly practical blaster, the Rush 40, is easily a pistol, but it can hold 40 rounds. But it only comes with 30. Come on, Hasbro. While this makes for a great sidearm, be aware that if you don't point your blaster downwards every time you prime, it might not pick up a round. And also, this is totally a Rush 40. Shut up. And another thing, the rubber balls, giggity, tend to stick to each other with friction sometimes, so make sure you give your blaster a good shake once in a while. So if you're gonna run Hyper, be aware of that. And also, buy an Out of Darts hop-up tab. It makes them go way farther and straighter. Link in description. And the last standard Nerf ammo type to talk about is Ultra. Ultra is for show-offs who have money to spare and doesn't go straight. Nobody likes this dart. There's a reason mine has tape on it. There was an AccuStrike variant made this year with the Select, but like, why not use any other ammo type? It's way more space efficient. But hey, if you wanna run Ultra, that's fine by me. I don't care. You do you, I do me. Just know you're gonna get slam dunked by the others. Now that may be all the standard Nerf ammo types that Nerf makes, but there's one more that Nerf has yet to make at all. You've guessed it, the hobby favorite, the short dart. Half darts, also known as short darts, are the same outer diameter as darts in the Elite Dart family, but of course they're half the length. Duh. The shorter size makes them fly farther, faster, and more accurate than basically any dart ever. At least when you're talking about springers. In a flywheel blaster, like a modified Strife or the Dart Zone Pro Mark III, short darts actually go slower than their longer cousins due to there being less foam for the flywheels to grab onto when flinging them out the barrel. However, they're still more accurate, so people still choose them over long darts, even in flywheelers. A multitude of companies produce short darts, namely Worker, Dart Zone, and a bunch of cheap ones on Taobao or something. Nowadays, people tend to buy these as their main short darts, the Adventure Force Pro Dart, or as Dart Zone wants us to call them recently, Ember Darts. Nobody calls them that. However, there is another Dart Zone short dart out there, the one that I was holding earlier, the Dart Zone Max Dart, or as Dart Zone wants us to call them now, Ruby Darts. Again, nobody calls them that. These are very similar to the Pro Darts, except there's a few notable differences, judging that, color difference. These are red, these are black, and the Max Darts are actually ever so slightly longer. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't. Whatever. Take my word for it. The color difference makes the Max Darts easier to see in grass, but the length difference makes the Pro Darts able to stack, like double stack, in full-length magazines. Well, not in this magazine they don't. It's finicky, so not the best idea. So, that's the short dart, the competitive Nerfer's ammo of choice. Now, I think that's everything in the script, so it's getting kind of late. I'm going to bed. The heck? Oh, yeah. I forgot. So, it's the next day. I've turned off that ugly light, and I've forgotten a few things. So, let's say you're running around in the Nerf war, and you come across Mandokin over here. Yeah, no, regular darts aren't going to work on him, but there are solutions. Take, for instance, the humble Mega Dart. In a GNL Nerf war, a Mega Dart counts as a hit even if it hits a shield or a blaster. An ideal setup, in my opinion, would be to have your primary out during normal play firing something like half darts, and then having a smaller, like, pistol or something, like a Big Shock or a Talon, to take out the occasional shield user. Or you could just go full out Mega if you want to challenge or something like that. But what if, let's say, the guy with the shield keeps coming back? And is also apparently made of different materials? Well, in that case, you're gonna need one of these. The Elite Missile, also known as Demolisher rockets, are a great choice for taking out shield users. The reason being that if someone with a shield is hit by one of these, they can no longer use their shield. In essence, the shield has been destroyed. These same rules also apply to Nerf's newest ammo type, Mega XL. What's great about these darts is that the blasters that fire them are spring-powered, rather than hand-powered like the Demolisher rockets. Because they're spring-powered, darts can go farther, and the nature of these darts themselves makes them go a little bit more accurate than the rockets. Also, look at this. How could you not love the size of this thing? Oh, he's back. Better be a new shield. And that's it. That's pretty much every single ammo type you can expect to encounter on the battlefield. Hooray! Now, unfortunately, the GNL is not going to have any more wars this year due to basically everyone being gone for the holidays. Also, it's cold now. So, we decided to give you this show instead. Please let me know what you think down in the comments, and if you have any suggestions, please give them to me. Seriously, I only have so many ideas. But that's all from me. See you next time. I missed.